Peace and blessings to all of Jah children on this truth-seeking Tuesday morning. I pray this finds you well, and if you can hear and see and experience this right here, God has blessed you with another opportunity to get it right. Today, earlier I was speaking to my sister, and we was discussing history and how the writers of history or his story are the people who won or were the victors of the struggle. See, you get to control the narrative of how things happen when you are victorious in your struggles. Truth has to be found in where we came from. See, we're looking at where we're going, just with a one focused drive, If you don't know where you come from, how you going to know where you're going? So, saying that, history is written by the victors. Now, here's the thing here. The problem with this is, as you know, truth has three sides. Your side, my side, and the truth itself. We, through reason, not trying to kill each other, but reasonably, should see whose version matches the absolute truth. That's the triune or three-part aspect of wisdom. The element that's used to describe wisdom is water. Why? Water has three manifestations. When you freeze it, it becomes a solid, ice. When you heat it, it becomes a vapor or a mist, steam. In its natural form, it's odorless, colorless, and as the scientists say, objective. That means not having no dog in the fight either kind of way you look at it. Now, wisdom, wise mind, mother wit is a active thing. Now, this brings us to this. Astronomy in ancient times, the closest I can get you to understand what it is. No, it ain't all this reading science. Yeah, that's astrology. I'm talking about astronomy. Astronomy is the means or the connection how we travel above and come below. Okay, what do I mean here? Benjamin Banneker. Now, as I said, the winners in the struggle, they said Thomas Jefferson did all in D.C. No, he didn't. Benjamin Banneker laid that city out. How did he do it? He had a relationship with the true science of astronomy. The man wrote an almanac. Now, I know y'all, you young folks don't know what it is, but Google it, you'll find out what it is. Almanacs are used by farmers to plant crops. So Benjamin Banneker stood head and shoulders above all y'all and writing down and farmers, now we got GPS and all this stuff right now. But let me tell you something. Before all that, I'm telling you, you got to know where you come from. You got to know what you came out of so you can know how great you are. Benjamin Banneker. They got a school in D.C., Banneker, but I'm talking about, no, the man, the myth, the legend. God showed up in him. That man did great things. But I didn't study about it in school. A lot of y'all don't either. My D.C. homies, that's one thing. I'm talking about people outside of the realm. Tell you something else about D.C. right this, and I'm going to get back on my subject matter. Nothing is supposed to be built higher than the Washington Monument. The Washington Monument is what they call an obelisk. But in antiquity, we have our own name for it, but I ain't gonna get into this right now. I want to get back into this, how astrology, there are tribes in Africa right now, the doggone tribe, just to mention, one of many. They still maintain the pure science of communing and using the heavens or the skies to govern their lives. See, we gotta remember, I don't care what faith you follow or whether you don't even care nothing about it. We are all seeking truth. Now, we're seeking absolute truth, but until we get there, we deal with what's called relevant truths, all right? And that's what's real within the realms of our travels. Feelings are part of a 3-step. Okay, we're back to that triune, like I was telling you with water, how it represents, how it's got 3 different forms. Okay, here's the 3 steps. And our thinking about a thing, our feelings, is like our first reporters or our first responders, right? Okay, you feel something in your spirit. Now, your consciousness, your level of consciousness, wherever that's at. And I ain't trying to shame nobody. I ain't on here for that. I don't come on here for that. I got better things to do. I'm sitting here to be used to enrich you. Not to say I'm like Jay-Z, I got 99 different things going on. And getting on here attacking nobody, that ain't none. I'm trying to share what's been given to me that's enriching me, and I hope can bring you closer to your higher self, God, Allah, however you want to know it. So, first we feel it, then our consciousness locks in around it. Now I'm going to go to the Bible. Nicodemus went to Christ and said, look, what I got to do here to get this thing here? Christ, Yeshua, HaMashiach, he told him, said, you have to be born again. Nicodemus, look, we ain't talking about no old footed down the street. Nicodemus was a man of substance. And the story, Nicodemus' tomb, that's who got the tomb for Christ to go through, all this. But listen, Nicodemus didn't get it. Like a lot of us don't get it when we go back to study history and and try to find out deeper, get closer to our higher self or get deeper within ourselves. We take other people's words. We don't research it. See, what I put here, no, it's not conclusive. It's not, you're going to get struck by lightning and you don't do it. It's for you to take, with your permission and everything, take it into your spirit and see how is this moving you in some kind of way. I'm not on here to attack nobody. Look, I'm done with that. I'm moving on for that. So we're here for upliftment of the people, all people. I don't care how long. This is about bringing life, not talking about death. Astronomy, the heavens. We understood things then that the writers of history didn't understand. They went over in Egypt with that same dude out of England, Wallace Budge. He went in there and he gonna write the Egyptian Book of the Dead. It's not even the Book of the Dead. It's the book of coming forth by day. But when we done sit in there and study these authorities, and we have been dumbed down, and we have tried to use principles of the illusion of inclusion, rather than being who we are. Be proud of yourself. Love yourself. Stand up with your back straight. Like I said, get them 88s working, them double helixes within yourself. Get your stairway to heaven. It's in scripture. Jacob had his dream. The angels was coming up and down. That's what they was talking about, them double helixes, the 88s, them helixes. We were created by a perfect creator. Look, I got to get out of here. But I just wanted to share that before I get out of here. I've been used this morning to in some way enrich you and get you a better understanding of yourself. Peace and blessings to all of God's children on this truth seeker. I pray you find the truth.